Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before we get started, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any content that could transform the way you think and live. Today's talk goes deep. It's for those who want to stop freaking out and start truly living in peace. The theme is the art of being at peace. Have you ever stopped to wonder why, no matter how hard we try, peace just never seems to come? Like life is a constant storm and we're always stuck in the eye of the hurricane? You're not alone.
The truth is, peace isn't a place, it's not a moment, and it's not a reward you get after surviving everything. Peace is an art, a daily practice, a conscious choice. And today, I'm going to show you how to master this art, even when everything seems to be falling apart. Let's start with a hard but liberating truth. Life is chaotic, unpredictable, and often unfair. We live under the illusion of control, thinking we can manage everything, that we can make the world turn the way we want. But reality says otherwise, and that's the part most people don't want to face. Have you ever noticed how we stress over things we simply can't change? Traffic, an unhelpful boss, long lines at the bank, other people's opinions, the weather, a global pandemic, the economy, the list goes on. And what do? We try to control it, fix it, fight it, like pushing against the wind. And the result? Exhaustion, anxiety, frustration, suffering. But what if I told you that peace doesn't come from controlling the world, it comes from controlling yourself? That true freedom lies in accepting what we can't change and acting wisely in what we can. That's the heart of Stoic philosophy, and it's exactly what we're going to explore together today.
The problem is, we were raised to believe everything has to go our way. That if something goes wrong, it's because we failed, because we didn't try hard enough. But here's the truth. Life isn't a feel-good commercial. It's raw. It's real. It's full of unexpected, unpleasant surprises. I know it's not easy. I've been through moments when it felt like everything was falling apart at once. Problems at work, fights at home, health issues, and that crushing feeling that the world is against you. And you know what saved me? Realizing I can't control what happens, but I can control how I respond. I can choose where to put my energy, my focus, my attention. That choice is liberating. Because when you stop fighting what you can't control, you finally start using your energy on what truly matters. Your growth, your inner peace, your freedom. I remember a time when everything would set me off. Traffic? Instant stress. A stupid comment online? Rage. Plans falling apart? Total frustration. And by the end of the day, I was drained, angry, exhausted, with no energy left for anything. Until I learned that being at peace doesn't mean having no problems. It means having balance, even in the middle of the chaos. Let's talk for a moment about the Stoics, the ones who figured this out over 2,000 years ago. Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, they lived through hard times. Wars, injustice, illness, betrayal, and yet they found a way to cultivate inner peace.
Epictetus once said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about them." In other words, the problem isn't what happens, it's how we interpret what happens. And that interpretation is our responsibility. Seneca, on the other hand, reminds us that anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, teaches us to live each day as if it were our last, to value the present moment and not get lost in unnecessary drama. These men understood something fundamental. You don't control the world, but you do control how you respond to it. And that response determines whether you live in peace or in constant conflict. Let me tell you a story that captures this perfectly. Imagine a man who lost everything: his job, his family, his health. For most people, that would feel like the end of the world, but this man chose to turn inward. He accepted his reality and worked to rebuild his life.
He didn't play the victim. He didn't curse his fate. He didn't drown in pain. He used the suffering as fuel for growth. And you know what happened? He found peace right in the middle of the chaos. This kind of story isn't just something from a movie. It's real. It's the story of people who made a choice that peace is worth more than suffering. Here's another example. You're stuck in traffic, running late for something important. The guy in front of you is driving slowly, there's congestion, and you're getting anxious. You've got two options. You can yell, honk, get frustrated, and show up to your destination already stressed and out of control. Or you can accept the situation, take a deep breath, use the time to reflect, listen to music, and arrive in peace. The difference isn't in the situation, it's in your choice. How do we do this in practice? How can we cultivate peace in the midst of chaos? Here are some strategies you can start applying today. 1. Accept what you cannot change. Stop wasting energy trying to control the uncontrollable. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Think about traffic. You can't control what others do, but you can control how you react. You can curse, get stressed, or take a deep breath and move on in peace. Next time you're in a stressful situation, ask yourself, can I change this? If the answer is no, breathe deeply and let it go. If the answer is yes, act calmly and rationally. 2. Focus on what's within your control. Your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, those are yours to own. Epictetus said it best. Freedom begins the moment you take control of yourself. You can't control if it rains, but you can carry an umbrella. You can't stop people from criticizing you, but you can choose how you respond. Number 3, practice conscious breathing. When anxiety hits, breathe deeply. Count to 5, exhale slowly. It calms your mind and helps you avoid impulsive reactions. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat 5 times. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the one that promotes calm and relaxation. Number 4, build emotional discipline. It's not about suppressing your feelings, it's about choosing how to respond to them. Anger, sadness, fear, they're all part of being human, but you decide whether they control you or fuel your growth. Feeling is human. Reacting impulsively is a choice. You can feel anger and still act with wisdom. Number 5, cultivate gratitude. Notice the small good things that happen every day. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already here. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a good cup of coffee, a kind conversation, or a smile you received. Number 6, avoid unnecessary drama. Ask yourself, will this still matter in a week, a month, a year? We often turn minor discomforts into major crises. Try the 5-year rule. Before stressing out, ask, will this matter 5 years from now? If the answer is no, let it go. Number 7, surround yourself with people who uplift you. Your environment shapes your inner state. Negative people drain you. Positive people empower you. Reflect on your relationships. Who brings you peace? Who brings you drama? Invest your time in those who lift you up and set boundaries with those who drain you. Number 8, make time for silence and reflection. Peace is born in inner stillness. Meditation, walking, reading, any activity that helps you reconnect with yourself. Set aside 15 minutes a day to be still. No phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Now let's talk about what peace isn't. It's not about being happy all the time. It's not about ignoring problems. It's not about being cold or indifferent. Being at peace means being whole, aligned with your values, and calm in the face of life's challenges. It's normal to feel sadness, anger, fear. What matters is how you respond to those emotions. You can feel all of that and still be at peace. Because peace isn't the absence of conflict, it's the presence of balance. A lot of people confuse peace with passivity, but that's not it. You can be at peace and still fight for your goals, defend your values, and work for change. The difference is you do it with clarity and calm, not with desperation. Being at peace is not accepting everything without question, having no goals or ambition, being indifferent to problems, feeling nothing, staying passive in the face of injustice. Being at peace is acting with wisdom, not impulsiveness, choosing your battles consciously, feeling emotions without being ruled by them, seeking solutions instead of blaming others, maintaining inner balance no matter the outer chaos.
The art of saying screw it to what doesn't matter. Seneca said that life is long enough if you know how to use it. But we waste too much time on things that simply don't matter. Learn to say screw it to the opinions of people who don't know your journey, problems that aren't yours to solve, unnecessary drama, unrealistic expectations, comparing yourself to others. Don't get attached to the results. Get attached to the process. You can do everything right and still not get what you want. And that's okay. What matters is that you gave your best with what you had. We live in a culture of urgency. We want everything yesterday. But peace requires patience. Patience with the process, with others, and with yourself.
Not every provocation deserves a response. Not every problem deserves your attention. Not every situation deserves your energy. Sometimes silence is the most powerful answer. But I can't control my anger. Control doesn't mean suppressing. It means choosing how to express. You can feel anger and still act with clarity and reason. People will think I'm weak. Anyone who thinks being at peace is weakness understands nothing about strength. It takes far more strength to stay calm than to explode. My life is too chaotic to be at peace. Peace doesn't come from a lack of problems. It comes from your ability to deal with them. The more chaotic your life is, the more you need this skill. I don't have time to practice this. You don't have time not to. The time you spend stressing out could be used to calm yourself down. When you master the art of being at peace, your life changes completely. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become the author of your story. Changes you'll start noticing: less stress and anxiety, better sleep quality, healthier relationships, increased productivity, wiser decisions, greater personal fulfillment. The process isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. It requires practice, patience, and discipline. But the results are worth every bit of effort. Next week's challenge: Monday, practice mindful breathing for 5 minutes. Tuesday, identify 3 things you try to control but can't. Wednesday, write down 5 things you're grateful for. Thursday, spend 10 minutes in silence. Friday, take one stressful situation and change how you react to it. Saturday, reflect on your week and the progress you've made. Sunday, plan how you'll apply this again in the week ahead. Mantra for difficult moments: this is not within my control. My reaction is, I choose peace. Remember, peace is already within you, just waiting to be awakened. Don't wait for the world to change so you can be happy. Change yourself, and peace will follow. The art of being at peace isn't about eliminating chaos from your life. It's about finding serenity within it. It's about becoming the calm center of the storm, the solid rock in the middle of a turbulent sea. You have the power to choose how you respond to everything that happens. That power is your freedom. And with that freedom, you can build the life you've always wanted, a life of peace. Start today. Start now. Your peace can't wait. And to close, here's a challenge for you. Next time something pushes your buttons, stop and ask, does this depend on me? If the answer is yes, do what you can to change it. If the answer is no, take a deep breath
accept it, and move on in peace. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more content that will transform your mindset and your life. And tell me in the comments, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to finding peace? Let's talk, share, and grow together. Thank you for being here, for being part of this community that seeks wisdom and freedom. See you in the next video. And remember, peace is already within you, just waiting to be awakened.